The Nigerian airline operators have threatened to shut down operations in 3 days should the scarcity and high cost of aviation fuel persist. This comes after the aviation marketers failed to convince the House of Representatives on reasons behind the rising cost of the products on a daily basis. Now, to solve the problem, the operators have asked the federal government to grant them an operative license to enable them import fuel. We are to conduct our right on the street of Lagos to sample the people's opinion concerning this. Please come with us.
There are some things that are out of our control. If we can access the US dollar at 410, 450, the price would be different.
Until I specifically asked the other brother, the other side there, when he said they sold at the loss, I said, what was the unit cost at that time we were selling at loss?
Okay, I think it is a thing of private business ownership. If you own your business and you are not having ease in doing the business, then you need to cry out. I do not blame them. It takes a whole lot of millions to even buy a plane, talk less of running an airline. So if the cost of running it becomes so unbearable, and in fact start shifting the cost on the customers, then they will cry out. You can imagine a flight of about 25,000, 27,000 doubling in less than 1 week or 2 weeks. And customers are reacting. Automatically, airline operators too will cry out. If the fuel price is running to about 500 naira per litre or thereabout, and you expect them not to cry out. So I feel that private airlines owners, I personally share their pain, and I also stand by them. But at the same time, there is need for them, alongside NNPC and federal government, to sit down and discuss and renegotiate.
Actually, I'm in Lagos today, about to fly tomorrow. About the aviation situation and the proposed intention of the Nigerian government to shut down the aviation is actually a very, very wrong one. Simply put, every country is supposed to prepare for the unexpected. Whether it's because of the Russian and Ukraine war or whatever it is, it shouldn't be an excuse. The truth is, Nigeria government have not really realized that they have brought Nigeria below what they used to be at the giant of Africa. What makes us giant of Africa is our capacity to be able to endure, to produce, to stand out in the country. We have all it takes. Now, a quick one before I round off is that this is supposed to be a wake-up call for Nigeria to be able to find an alternative. Whatever is leading to the shutdown, whatever leads to the hike or price of the gasoline or fuel or the kerosene, we should be able to have our own refinery. We have refinery, but I'm so surprised that we are still importing refined oils and other stuff. So please, to all Nigerians, I want to say, please, let us take our stand and tell our government that every problem is an opportunity to discover. Every problem is an opportunity to discover what next. All right, like in Germany where I live, the Russian threatened to cut down the gas. Russian is the main supplier of over 80% of gas in the whole of Europe. So if the sanction increase too much, they'll cut down gas. As we speak, the liter is supposed to be 65 euros. It's now 300 plus euros per liter. So the inflation is already setting in. But guess what? The Germany is doing overnight now to think of how they can boycott and make their own gas. The biggest refinery is quick to action. They say within 3 months, Germany will be able to produce their own gas and do without Russia. Nigeria should be able to wake up. What is the problem? The Nigerian Airways is grounded. The private one, you want to ground it. If you ground it, like for me, how can I fly back? And how can people come in? So I will say this, that please, I say no to the grounding, to the closure. Nigeria, wake up. Our leaders, please, I beg you, let us employ our professionals, our scholars. Let them think out of the box. I believe if you give, for example, a deal of 10 million naira to the best idea that can work, you see, Nigerians will go to work, and before you know, there will be thousands of ideas. then when you begin to look at these ideas, you will see no less than 10 best ideas that can give solution. But we don't think of these things. So our government, please, let us look inward. Let us find solution.
I think they are in line. If things are not working well, the people have to use a certain kind of force to make government aware. It's their job to provide everything. If they have problem with the aviation fuel, which is very important, government should do something about it. I totally support them.
There should be consideration by the government, bearing in mind that those ones too have earned their living from such. So whatever assistance they can do to make the situation to be better, because some families will be affected by whatever the situation is. So many will be affected. Now, as I've said, economically, people will be, even the economy of the nation can be affected because many travel or do their businesses by air.
There you have it, the opinion of Lagosians concerning the proposed shutdown by the Nigerian airline operators. Do feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. Follow us across all of our social media platforms and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Joy Udo. Thank you.